So where does telemarketing fit into this very basic media list? And here we're looking at telemarketing as for new customer acquisition primarily. Although, as I keep saying, it's also used with current customers for inbound calls to a company. But anyway, put that on the side for a minute. But I'm going to put it here. And I'm saying that it has things in common with radio, mobile, and out of home, and direct mail in a way, because it's measurable. So it's this weird hybrid. It's like radio because it's audio only, at least for corporate work. It's like mobile, which you can see there. It's the fastest growing area of internet, mobile, because it's sent and received over a phone. It's like out of home because you don't, listen to a radio play or a podcast in a telemarketing phone call. It's all about the sales, and it's like direct mail in that it's measurable. So it's this weird sort of composite of different things, and turns it into its own thing, and kind of forgotten. I mean, not even in media class textbook it isn't even mentioned. Mostly because the author, who's very good and has written a very, very good book, telemarketing is not included in media plans. Neither is direct mail, for the most part. They're handled by separate agencies than typical agencies that handle the rest of media and all that creative. They're handled by special agencies. Okay. And how does telemarketing fit in here? Now, this is, for those of you who know me, you need to know that I have, forgotten something here, which bothers the hell out of me, and I'm just going to add it. Hold on, if I can, if it's going to let me. Shapes, where are you, Shapes? Okay, now stop. I mean to, am I getting this? Okay. Now, I mean to add, I'm getting problems here. I mean to add this little arrow. It's going to let me. Oh, you little sneak. Come on now. There we go. So in between purchase and loyalty, does anybody remember the extra step in the purchase funnel that I've been adding for the last year, ever since I saw the Amazon presentation? You remember, right, everybody? And that is experience. I'm going to put it right next to it. Yes, move here. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to just add an animation for this one. You can see all my great talent here. Oh, stop it. Animations float in. And let's add this one. Now, if nothing else, I'm hopefully making the point that experience belongs in here. So, getting back to, let's just put it all up. We'll just put it all up, darn it. There we go. Okay, awareness, consideration, preference, purchase, experience. How was the product or the service? How was the packaging? Loyalty and advocacy. Now, I want to call your attention over to the right-hand side of the screen where you see advertising, PR, email, word of mouth, event, salesman. Salesman was always in there. I always had that in there because these are all things a company can do to get new customers. Usually the salesman part is B2B these days. But what is a salesman and what is selling? Again, it's one-to-one personal contact. And that's really what we're talking about here with telemarketing. But it's over a phone. It's from a distance. It's telemarketing from afar. And then I want you to call your attention. I just added this other yellow blob down here with the arrow. For B2B high-stakes accounts, the salesperson is typically a senior person who handles an important piece of business, will handle customer relationship management many times over the phone. They'll call the customer, how's it going? The way Joe Girardi did, some of you remember, is the top auto salesman in the world for many, many years. A week or two after anyone bought a car from him, he would call them and say, how's it going? And if there was any problem, boy, it got fixed like right away, right? CRM over the phone. And even in business to consumer, we all know, and we just talked about it a minute ago, that I'm not going to fix the typo now, I'll do it later. CRM is handled via inbound. In other words, a customer calls for service and talks to someone. So telemarketing fits into personal contact, for prospecting, for CRM, it's all in here. Now, here's the old model of the door-to-door salesman. Now, this used to be pretty common. People, men, the most part, probably because they were safer. I'm just making that up. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But it was very much of a sort of beginning job for someone. Relatively low risk for the company because it would be commission-based. If you don't sell anything, they're not going to pay you, and maybe they'll pay you a little bit for the first few months while you learn the ropes. But after that, it's going to switch to commission, and just not a lot of risk to letting someone go out with whatever they're going to go out with. World Book encyclopedias, I mean, those were sold door to door. My parents had a whole set of them. They don't exist anymore because there's this thing called Google and the internet. All the world's knowledge and 50 books, A to Z. Vacuum cleaners were sold door to door, where the salesman would carry this heavy darn thing in there, and it'd be a demo, and he'd have a little bit of dirt he could sprinkle on the floor and vacuum it up, and put some peanut butter on your couch and put on another attachment and clean that up and sell you a nice vacuum cleaner. So door-to-door selling was a big phenomenon. And actually, B2C, this is B2C, selling. Some companies, can you think of any companies that are doing B2C selling on a regular basis now? Anybody? Raise your hands. Okay, well, how about Avon? How about, I think Tupperware does. They have Tupperware parties, right? Who is that woman who gives away pink Cadillacs? I can't think of the name of her darn company. Amway, okay, American Way products. And I believe that our current Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos, one of her parents is one of the founders of Amway. That was door-to-door detergents and all kinds of things. So it wasn't so much door-to-door, it was parties where they'd show the stuff. So one salesperson would be introduced to a whole bunch of people, parties. So there's still B2C, but it's not usually someone going around knocking on doors. Now, I'm going to show another little video. I'm just going to explain it before I show it. This is Bill Macy, who is, in my opinion, a terrific actor. I think his performance in Fargo I could watch like a million times. This is a TV special he did based on a true story about a guy who was, I think, developmentally challenged, who was given a chance to be a door-to-door salesman and managed, actually, just through sheer daunt and courage and perseverance, because guess what? It's hard to go up and knock at somebody's door and try to sell them something. Try it sometime. I mean, I've done it when I was young. It's tough. You get the door slammed in your face, or dogs barking at you, or people saying unpleasant things to you. Anyway, he makes a success of it. I believe he won an Emmy Award for this. This aired a long time ago. And it's only about a 2-minute little video about it, and I want you to look at it to get just a little bit of a feeling for what it's like to be in personal sales door to door, and then we'll meet on the other side.